welcome to tonight's episode of The Mundane and the Arcane. On this special episode, we talk about what goes on between the sheets. Now, as we lift up Jared's character sheet and turn it to the other side, we find that underneath it, he has filled a lot of flavored condoms with water and stuck them in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
For
Sounds like me.
Homemade icicle pops. We also turn to Stacy. Oh, no, we've lost Stacy because apparently the internet does not work in Michigan.
I'm right here.
No, it's fine.
I was just quiet. You just couldn't hear me breathing.
Oh, God. Let's do this for real.
Okay. Last time on The Mundane and the Arcane.
So our group of adventurers has spent a few hours going through the Harvest Clothes Festival, perusing different stores, participating in a few events. Y'all won some fancy wooden daggers.
Woo!
And as you were going around the outside fairgrounds where it's a little more open air and less city-like, I suppose, you heard a clattering, which sounded like a whole kitchen just fell. Mm-hmm. And then people like gasping, and then there was a ghost that rose out of a fallen person on the road, and it turned towards everybody, and it just lets out this terrible, like...
You're right, that is terrible.
That's
So
gross.
Zenko's going to run out to see what was the matter. Since there rose such a clatter.
I was totally going to make the same joke, Stacy.
Yes!
You nailed it.
Y5.
I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, dunk, that's a natural 20.
Oh, snap.
Told you it was going to be a good night.
I got a modified 20.
Nice.
I got a modified 3.
Excellent.
That's a number.
It's always my favorite when it's
a
like, oh, it's
magic
a modified 0. All right, Gronk.
What is it doing?
I
mean, just it's rising up and making this weird fucking noise.
currently, as it's part of its form, is reaching out and like striking at the citizens that happen to be nearby.
Flailing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the term for like the appendage that it has.
Gesticulating. Hands.
That's a verb. I'm talking about a noun.
Hands. Arms. Legs.
Yeah, it's striking out so far. It hasn't hit anybody.
Well, it's a ghost, so it just passed right through them. I've seen Frighteners.
Sure. Let's see how that works when you have to kill the ghost with a sword. No, it's just a ghost. It just sits there and just gets angry at things. And people are like, yeah, whatever. That's old Bobby.
That's old Bobby.
He was like that in life.
What was his name in life? It was Old Tom or something, right?
Theo.
Theo.
Okay, so it does look like it's aggressive towards people.
Oh,
then.
yes. Very much so. Like, it is striking out. It's almost come to a more corporeal form at this point, and it seems to be lashing out at whatever's close to it.
How far away is it?
From where you are, it's probably about 40 feet.
Aha.
I'm going to yell at it. Hey! Stop doing that! And I'm going to roll an intimidation.
With all of the clamor of so many people around you, I'm going to go ahead and say do that with a disadvantage.
Nah, that's bullshit. Okay, that's a 20. Womp womp 7.
It seems to be just more interested in lashing out at what's nearby. It doesn't seem to hear your voice over everybody else screaming.
Yeah, I kind of get it. Probably rolled a 4 and then modified it to a 7.
For future reference, on intimidation checks, there's kind of an alternate rule. You can use your strength or your charisma, depending on what you're doing with an intimidation check. If you're trying to be like big and scary, then you're going to use strength. And then if you're trying to like scare them and like kind of blackmail them or something like that, that would be more charisma.
Okay, so then does a 9 do it?
No.
Damn it.
No, neither work.
Just for future reference.
Yeah. Neither of them work.
Did you move closer or anything? You still have a move and a bonus action if you want.
I guess, is there anything near me? Like something I could throw at it to get its attention away from, the innocent people?
Looking around, this portion of the festival is a little more open air and, spread out. There's not anything necessarily. You could pick up a rock or something if you want, but there's not necessarily, something you could just grab out of a booth and launch it that way.
Let's see. I'm just going to pass my turn, I guess.
Okay, you're not moving towards it or anything?
Nah. Not at this point.
Just yelling at it from 40 feet away?
Yeah.
All right, coming around to Deacon. What would you like to do, sir?
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
And so, as always, I'm going to yell out, hey, dummy, what's brown and sticky? A stick.
As you cast a spell and you kind of feel the magical essence going over it, it seems to go over the ghost form and then just disperse.
I know who's it hit.
Nobody. It just seems to
So it automatically has a wisdom that can beat a 14 DC.
You would imagine that a ghost might not be subject to falling down on the ground and laughing.
I was just trying to knock it prone or distract it.
I mean, I get the point behind it. It wasn't a bad choice. It's just it's immune to charm effects.
All right, then I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to reach over and put my hand on Zenko, and I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration and say, all right, Missy, now this guy's got no sense of humor, but, you don't got a whole lot of one either, as far as I can tell. I mean, you got a good one, but it's better than his. This is your time to shine. This is our time down here. It's their time up there. But I'm taking them back. I'm taking them all back.
Okay. Thank you for the inspiration.
That's when Aragorn and the united armies marched against the Black Gate.
That's right.
They can't take a joke. Let's go.
They don't know the joy of laughter.
Jeez.
Old Theo over there has lost his joy of laughter. It's time to take him down.
There's no hope for the specter.
All right. Comes around to the ghost's turn.
Really? Oh, that's right. He beat me.
Yeah. It reaches out towards a citizen that has not escaped yet and manages to kind of grasp it and slam the person into the ground. Person is still alive, but they look very hurt. And they just get slung into a nearby countertop. No, God, no! As they get sent flying. That brings us to Zenko. It is your turn.
All right, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at the ghost.
Hell yeah.
All right. I believe that requires a reflex save on their part.
Yep.
What is your save DC?
13.
It makes it.
Damn.
Wait, what is your wisdom?
+3.
Unfortunately, they had a modified 15, so
Damn.
the ghost does save. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Can I cast anything else? Any other cantrips or spells?
If you have a spell that requires a bonus action to cast, you could do that. The most common one I would think would be like Healing Word.
Yeah.
Because you cast a cantrip with your action, your bonus action could be any spell.
Okay. All right. I want to make a perception check then.
Okay, what are you trying to look for?
Trying to see what the deal is with this ghost, like what we can do to get rid of it, basically.
Okay, go ahead and give me that roll.
It's a 6 total, modified 6.
Looks like an angry ghost attacking a bunch of people. At least for the moment, seems to be tethered to the body that it came out of.
Attached to the body?
It seems kind of like tethered to it,
Huh.
like it's kind of chained to it in a way, but
like a ball to a stick that people hit around the stick. And some people hit it too hard and it hits them in the face.
yup.
I just described tethered ball.
All right, coming around back to the top of the order, Gronk, it is your turn.
Gronk's going to move 20 feet, so like half the distance towards him. And then he's going to... Like, do I find something along the way? Like this 20 feet? Like some kind of, like a big rock or something?
No, most of the grounds have been kind of cleared so that there's clear walkways and stuff. And there's
At a festival, there's always debris.
I mean, there's debris, but I mean...
Like, what kind of debris?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. There's a lot of people that are storming away from this scene. Like, there are probably about 20 people within 30 feet.
That's a 12.
Looking around, you do notice that some people have kind of knocked off some wares of a nearby table. You look down, and they seem to be mostly like glass figures that, even though they fell, like the glass was so solid that when it hit, it didn't crack or anything.
Pick it up and chunk it at him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Would that be unarmed or...
It's an improvised, so you wouldn't get your proficiency bonus. Go ahead and add your... We'll go ahead and say strength.
Okay, so then that's a 19.
19 will hit. Go ahead and give me a d4.
It's 2.
Plus your strength.
Plus 5, so 7.
All right, 7 points of damage. When this big glass orb kind of collides into what you kind of assume is the shoulder region of this ghost, it seems to hit it, and it pushes the ghost back a little bit, and it all of a sudden kind of turns and seems a little bit more aware in your direction, but doesn't necessarily seem to like lock eyes on you or know that you threw it, but it seems to be almost gaining awareness as you're going through this.
Okay.
Deacon, it is your turn.
Let's see. Can I do an insight check? I want to like see, like, I mean, I get that like this ghost is now mad that he hit him with a rock, but I want to like see like if there's like some sort of secret about it, or would that be like investigation, like about like how it's tethered to the body? It seems like an emotional attachment. That's why I went with insight. That, and I have a
Go ahead and give me a straight wisdom check, actually, because this isn't really pertaining to a skill per se.
Okay. Ooh, whoa, I missed. Oh, it's a nat 1.
Wow.
So Deke stares at him, and then he just shits his pants. And then he slips in the shit and falls down.
Takes 2 points of damage.
I'll go ahead and say that was probably your bonus action if you'd like to do anything else.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it with my hand crossbow.
Go for it.
Hang on, I gotta get to my attack. Hand crossbow. Why do I keep doing this? That's 7 plus 5 is a 12.
Unfortunately, does not hit the ghost. It seems to, almost as your bolt comes shooting towards it, its form kind of just happens to wisp away around the bolt as it comes shooting in.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We all got really confused.
I'll wait for my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
As you guys are kind of all doing this, a small figure, probably about 3.5, 4 feet, rushes towards the ghost. And when you look at it, it seems to be almost like bandaged from head to toe.
It's a mummy.
It kind of looks like a mummy or like an old school leper patient or something. Like, it is completely covered head to toe. Comes in wielding 2 small short swords and comes in and starts swinging at this ghost. As it comes in swinging, one of its blades kind of slices through, and the ghost turns towards this small figure, and the second blade just happens to miss as the figure kind of panics. Does 8 damage, though. Not bad.
Damn.
coming around to Zenko. Or no,
right.
actually, it's the ghost's turn.
Aww.
I know. Right after that happens, it's almost like the hands of this ghost start to spread, and it creates other tethers that have two smaller forms attached to it, and these smaller forms start attacking nearby citizens. One of the citizens is hit, and one of these kind of smaller ghost bodies that are attached to the larger ghost manages to snap on to looks to be about like a 12-year-old girl and pins her to the ground, and she just goes unconscious almost immediately. Zenko, it is your turn.
Zenko gets an idea, and she's going to run up to the dead body, Theo, that the ghost is attached to, and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. No, that was more of an unexpected. Like it's clever. Unfortunately, Theo is dead.
He's too dead.
Yeah, spare the dying as if you're like wounded and bleeding out.
Huh. Good thing
Theo
that's just
is
a cantrip.
Dead.
So he's dead.
Yes. So unfortunately, that spell goes off, and it does not seem to have any effect.
It does nothing.
I like that. Like that was super clever. It was just unfortunately he is very, very dead.
Aw. So this ghost is still tethered to this dead dude?
So far, it seems like it. As opposed to last round when you first made the observation, it seems like that connection, that tether, seems to be kind of starting to disappear a little bit. Like it's becoming a little less opaque. All right, well, that will bring us back to the top of the round. We're coming back to Gronk.
So Gronk sees the ghost pin this 12-year-old girl, and he's going to be like, "You like to hit little girls? Hit me!"
You can full Zach Bagans.
And then he's going to run towards the dead body and pick it up and like try to chunk it as far as he can to try to like disconnect this tether that he has on it. That is a 17.
As like an athletics check to toss it?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like you don't have to hit
19.
Like you don't have to hit the body.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
you just pick it up. Okay, I guess the best way to put this is you're probably in like kind of in the middle of a T section. You guys are coming from the base of the T, and there's like a thoroughfare. Which direction are you throwing this body?
Away.
Okay, so any direction.
Any direction, really.
We'll say left.
Sure.
Yeah. Quarter counterclockwise. Okay, you pick up the body and you toss it away from this ghost. And the tether goes along with it, but the ghost doesn't seem to move. And as you toss the body, it's almost like the tether becomes like it starts to disappear, and the ghost is just on its own now.
Damn it.
You freed it.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
was-
kind of like sitting there in like disappointment.
Coming around to Deacon.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, hey man, you're dumb. You're a dumb ghost. Things can touch you and stuff. You're dumb. You're a dumb ghost. Dummy.
That's how Ghostbusters 5 is going to go.
Yeah, and so you got a wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw of
saving.
14.
Yeah.
You freaking kidding me?
He literally has no bonuses to it either. I rolled a 14.
Come on. All right, well then I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on the little mummy.
Okay.
And I'm going to go, hey, little mummy, you're doing great. Keep slashing. Maybe you'll give him a cold.
Okay.
A ghost flu.
I almost want to subtract Bardic Inspiration for that one.
Nah, that's a good one.
It is that mummy figure's turn.
Yeah.
It comes in and you hear kind of like grunts and slashes. It doesn't seem to be speaking too much. It does perk up when I guess you're yelling at it.
Hey, little mummy's like, me?
But there are, like, as it strikes out once again, swinging in both its swords. Just,
Some hearty grunts.
yeah. Oh, I mean, Getting into character.
It's a beefy mummy.
Was a 7 and a 5. Those do not hit.
Yeah, that's not worth using the inspiration on that.
Actually, no, thanks for reminding me. On the 7 modified, okay.
Nope. That is a waste.
I'm trying to think. Nope, falls one short. All right. So, coming around to the ghost, the two smaller figures attached to it, one of them goes for a nearby civilian. Does hit. The other one does not. It's kind of a gnome, like I guess a middle-aged gnome who hasn't quite gotten away, who's kind of stumbled around, gets pinned by the other ghost, like ghost arm, and gets pinned to the ground and seems almost completely dead.
Like at this point, I want to just see what happens with this ghost, like pinning down these civilians and Matt having to create new civilian NPCs as he goes along.
They're almost completely away, like, and then the main ghost form almost create, I guess, by the best way to describe it, it creates another appendage out of it and seems to strike out at this short mummy figure.
The little mummy.
Yeah, small figure in front of him.
TLM.
Oof, nat 20. Not good. Not good at all.
Definitely not good for us because we suck.
And yeah, that small bandaged figure gets absolutely clobbered and almost falls on its feet.
You mean off its feet?
Yeah.
But it stays on its feet.
But it stays on its feet.
Nice.
Looks real messed up, though. You can actually see like blood starting to form through these bandages on its arms and near its neck. And the only real visible areas for you.
Stitches are popping.
Coming around to Zenko.
All right, so how far is the corpse away from Zenko now that Gronk had tossed it?
About 30 feet.
Perfect! I'm going to produce flame to burn the body. I'm going to go supernatural on this. Maybe if I burn the body, the ghost will dissipate.
You got to salt and burn the bones.
Yeah. I got salt.
Matt seems into it.
Throw in the salt, and then
okay.
I produce flame.
Okay, go ahead. That's an attack roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got +5 for that. So 15.
Yeah, that hits the body on the ground.
Hits the dead body. All right, and I roll a d8. Do I really need to roll a roll for damage?
No.
Because the
how
body's
big is
now
the
on
fire?
fire.
Please do.
Go ahead. I want to see. Like, did you singe the dude's mustache or did you like set him aflame?
It's a 2.
So his pants are on fire.
Yeah, I was going to say his pants are on
He's a
fire, but really just
liar. He's
in the
not
crotch
really
area.
dead.
Is produce flame a cantrip? I'm just curious.
It's a cantrip.
Okay, I wasn't positive on 5th edition. Okay. Yeah, you hit his corpse and there's a little bit of smoldering coming from his under tunic beneath his armor. I don't know if that's a technical term.
No, I like it.
All right. If there's nothing else you'd like to do, we'll go up to Gronk.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Fan the flames.
I like how nobody's fighting the ghost. Like y'all have spent like
What am I
3
gonna
rounds
do?
not fighting the
spells
ghost.
just go
I
right
keep
through
trying
it.
to do things.
Everybody's what's the puzzle about the ghost?
I'm just trying to fight the ghost, but I'm not succeeding in anything.
It's just funny.
Trying to bust the ghost's ass.
Go ahead, Gronk.
Okay, so Gronk is just going to swing the long sword at whatever arm is like producing these other ghosts in the other areas.
It seems like it's almost like they're tethered to the main ghost body. Like it's stuck out its arms and smaller ghost I don't know.
And I'm going to swing at one of those
Okay, you're attacking
to try
one
to
of the smaller
disconnect.
ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. That is a 25.
Misses. Yeah, that hits. Come on. Roll damage, man.
10 damage.
10 damage? All right. you manage to slice down on one of those tethers, and the ghost form that was attacking one of the civilians dissipates off of
Like
it.
I would say Gronk is more interested in disconnecting the one that's attacking the little girl more than anybody else at this point.
That makes sense. Yeah, you come down and this basically slice off that appendage, and that portion of the ghost just dissipates into nothing. And as you look towards the main ghost form, it seems like it's almost becoming a little more translucent. Like it can't seem to hold its form as well.
Okay.
Like after you do that blow.
All right, then I'm going to relay that message to everybody else in the party.
How would you like to do that?
I hit it. If you hit it, it go away like fart in the bathroom.
Get out of my head. Yeah, I mean, Gronk's just going to say, hey, just hit the arms.
All right.
Because he doesn't know what to call them.
Yeah. It's they don't have a technical definition really, like, but that'll bring us around to Deacon.
So is there an arm near me?
You can get
You
to
got
one.
two of them, dummy.
They're about 20 feet away.
All right, I'm going to run to like the nearest one.
Okay.
Would that be the one that Gronk is at or the other one?
You're about equidistant from either one, but the one he attacked is gone.
I want to go save the little mummy. So I'm going to hit the tendril that's attacking the little mummy with my...
I mean, that's almost like an actual arm that's sticking out of the main ghost form. Like, that character is in melee with the main ghost. So you would have to run up pretty much to be in almost melee range.
Okay, then I won't go for that one. I'll go for one of the other one. I'll go for the one that Gronk didn't hit.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit it with my rapier. That's not going to do... That's an 11.
11 does not hit,
I
unfortunately.
know, because it's a 15. I know your game.
Wait, what? You still have about half, or you still have 10 feet of movement and your bonus action if you like.
Can I reach the little mummy boy from here?
He's within 10 feet. You could move up to him.
Oh, you know what? I don't even have to do that. Yeah, I'm going to stay where I am, but I can cast Healing Word.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Go for it.
I'm gonna yell, "Get well soon!" And
You set it a hallmark.
yeah, so I gave him 6 hit points.
Nice. It is looking much better.
Yeah, Healing Word is one of those things that's OP for bards because it's a bonus action.
Well, I mean, it's OP for any class. Like any class that doesn't regularly use its bonus action. Brings us to the wrapped figure. Takes 2 more strike.
The little mummy. Just call him the little mummy.
And both of those do hit.
Nice. The little mummy.
Is missing his little daddy. Damn it.
Holy crap.
That's 11, Matt.
Yeah, that was 11
Plus
4. All right. And boosted by the get well soon, and it's very furious at this ghost figure that's almost killed it. This wrapped figure just starts going into a flurry of blades, just swinging at this ghost wildly, and manages 2 savage blows. Brings us around to the ghost.
Savage Blows is my favorite band from the 90s.
One of the arm that Deacon attacked will turn on you.
Nice.
Start striking at you. That hits.
Fuck me, it hits. You don't know that.
It was a natural 19. I think I do.
Yeah, you do.
For 7 points of damage.
Ah, damn it.
And the other one strikes out at the main ghost form. That arm strikes towards the wrapped figure.
The little mummy.
Misses.
Why couldn't you roll that on me?
Gotta make it, more interesting. Coming around to Zenko. What would you like to do?
Zenko's gonna pull out her mace and hack at the tether. that attaches the ghost to the body.
The ghost at this point has...
He's untethered. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm just gonna hack directly at the ghost's head.
Go for it.
Yes. Okay, so that is going to be a modified 21.
That will definitely hit.
Yeah. And so that's 1d6 plus 2. That's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. This ghost is looking like it's barely holding its form together at this point. And it's almost like wisps of it seem to drift off of it and disappear, and the form still kind of forms new wisps, but it seems like the actual physical form of it seems to be having a very hard time holding together.
Its physical, non-corporeal form.
It's semi-corporeal. You guys are hitting it with
we are hitting it.
blades and hammers and stuff. So, Gronk, it is your turn.
I'm going to hit it with the longsword.
Go for it.
I'm not going to hit it with the longsword.
That's fair. We're rolling bad today.
Y'all are.
But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my action surge. Okay, Gronk's going to come back with like a backswing, coming the opposite way and try to hit it again.
All right, go for it.
What the fuck? I just rolled the same goddamn thing.
It's okay, you get extra attack soon. Unfortunately, your swing's just feverishly going for this form. You're going too much after the wisps and not after the main body, and they just kind of dissipate. Coming around to Deacon.
So Deke is going to look down at his body, at his boo-boos, and he's going to go, get well soon. It's going to
You get a healing word.
I'm in a healing word myself.
Okay.
I get 4 back. Wait, let me see.
It's a D4 plus your charisma.
Yeah, so I get 5 back.
All right. That's your bonus action. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the tendril that hurt me with my rapier.
All right.
That's French for rapier.
This is just the most amusing fight for me.
So it's a 13. So it rolled to 10 and then stopped and rolled back to 8. My new dice are haunted. Yeah, so I roll a 13. Does that hit?
That unfortunately does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I need 2 more points to hit.
Unfortunately, the small mummy figure, swinging wildly still with both blades, does not manage to connect on either one, bringing us to the ghost, who is now turned towards Zenko, and then the tendril figure turns still after Deacon. That hits.
Damn it.
Zenko, what is your armor class?
Is 11 armor class.
It should be 11 plus your dexterity.
Okay. Which is -1. That's why it's 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. She figured it
We got it.
out. All right.
We were doing it right.
Wow, okay. Didn't think that one hit, but it did.
Damn.
So the ghost tendril does connect on Deacon and on Zenko. Deacon, you take...
I don't want to.
3 damage.
Okay, that's good.
And then Zenko...
No.
Yeah. You take 6 points of damage.
Of course I do.
As this...
A little less than half my hit points.
It's almost like most of the materialization of this ghost goes into trying to clobber you and hit you across the chest before coming back into its normal form. That is your turn coming up, though, so what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame again.
Let's do it. That is a reflex saving throw. Say 14, which I believe saves.
Fuck. Yeah, by
Yeah.
1 point. By 1 point.
So close.
Can I
Been
use
rolling
my
high.
Can I use
Yeah,
my
y'all
bonus
also been
action
rolling
to hit it with my
terrible.
mace again?
Sacred Flame is your action, unfortunately.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action to step away a little bit, disengage.
Usually it's an action to disengage unless you're a rogue.
Fuck. Okay, that's right. See, I'm used to playing rogues. All right.
Back over to Gronk.
I'm gonna take a moment to try to get the best precise aim and just stab the fucking thing.
Do it. I want you to Jedi hone in and just.
Yeah, he's gonna close one eye, put a thumb up, and
You're going to do that thing
gonna
with
shoot
your
his
hands.
sword gun.
motherfucker.
No, the problem is that you're not doing the thing with your hands from Karate Kid 2 that Daniel learns to do before he breaks the block of ice.
I rolled a 10.
Unfortunately, 10 does not hit. Y'all are just rolling absolutely terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
If there's anything else you'd like to do with your turn, otherwise we're gonna go to Deacon.
I can't do an intimidation. I'm just gonna try to say something to it to try to distract it from hitting everybody else.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
That's a natural 20. What the fuck is going on here?
Intimidate the ghost.
Okay.
I'm scary.
Look at me.
How is that your intimidation right there?
Yeah.
I'm scary. Look at me.
Hey, over here.
Get out of my swamp.
Donkey.
Okay, yeah, it actually, through its kind of maddening haze of those kind of noises, it seems to focus towards your direction, and you even see the tendril that's attached to it also focus on you, and seems like it's going to start going your direction. Deacon, what would you like to do?
Gadzooks, he spooked the spook.
So if they're all focused on him, does that mean we get advantage?
No.
Oh, dang. Well, I'm going
And are we
to...
flanking it?
No, y'all are all pretty much attacking it from the same side, so...
I'm going to hit it with my rapier again, but rolling a different die this time, and I rolled worse. I rolled worse. So I'm going to look over at Gronk and be like, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration, my third Bardic Inspiration of the night, and go, well, hey, man, you got its attention for sure. You better know what you're doing and kill it. I believe in you. When you wish upon a star and all that.
The robed figure, or not robed, the bandaged figure goes after one of the tendrils that is almost moving past it at this point, coming after Gronk, and manages to slice off that tendril. And so it's just the main ghost form, and it seems like it's almost completely dissipated at this point. Like, you can... the form is still there, but it's almost entirely translucent, and it's like a fog, almost, at this point. Coming around to the ghost, though. It's going after Gronk. That's a natural 1. Does not hit you.
Maybe a
It's
Dex save.
and just
It
awful
chokes on
noise.
its own spit.
And just awful noises. Zenko, it is your turn.
Sacred Flame.
Go for it. All right, that's a reflex saving throw. Bless it. Modified 19.
Fucking
For real.
Like, I'm rolling it in front of these guys. Like, they know I'm not BSing.
No, like you're absolutely killing us on these like saving throws. Like, you have not rolled a saving throw less than 14.
shit birds. I need a higher DC for this thing.
All right, coming back around to Gronk. Let's kill this dead thing.
I'm gonna fucking stab it.
Do it. You were closing the wrong eye last time. Come on. No way.
No, but I even pulled out my little drum.
Oh,
okay.
You do have bardic
Do you
inspiration.
have, so it's a D6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, dear God.
That's a 14.
14 hits.
What?
Yeah.
You
Let's
surprised
do it.
me.
Nice.
Let's do it.
All right. So that is a D8.
That is its AC.
That is a 9. 9 points of damage.
Is that a D8?
It's a D8. It's a 2 plus 7.
Oh, it just looks like a D10. That's why.
Oh, shit. My bad.
You rolled a D10.
That's like, I didn't care that you were telling me it was a 9.
Okay, fine. Fuck you. That is 13 damage then.
Fine. That's totally fine. All right. Well, this thing has had 2 hit points for like 4 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, so describe your kill to me, please.
Like, Gronk's just going to be shocked the fuck that he actually hit it. Like, he's going to be like, I did it. I did it, guys.
So is Gronk, do you stab it or do you swing it? Do you
No, like, I stab at it. Like,
okay.
a full, like, trying to get in the torso. Like,
Okay.
just stab mid-center.
So as you kind of manage to hit the midsection of amidst this wispy smoke, your blade actually sinks in, and the ghost just looks right at you, and it seems to dissipate completely.
I did it.
So yeah.
So
you
how are the civilians? Are they still alive? Are they dead?
let's check.
Like, Gronk's gonna go and check on the little girl.
Oh, no.
That one's cocked.
Are you rolling death saves?
Yeah. The little girl is alive. The gnome is very dead.
I don't care. Save the girl.
I'm going to walk up to the little girl. And I'm gonna reach out my hand at her and go, get well soon. She gets 9 hit points.
She's full health.
I know it's 8 hit points, and I'm gonna look down at myself and go, get well soon.
Do you have a 4th spell?
Man.
Dunk.
Spell.
Nope, then I'm out of spell slots. I thought it was a cantrip. Oh,
No,
dunk.
I wish.
Right? Who's he trying to cast healing word on?
I cast it on the little girl, and that was it. That's all I could do.
Oh. Who else is injured other than me?
Me.
Not
Just a
me.
little bit.
Gronk didn't
Technically,
get hit once.
the gnome, but it's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead.
The
Dead,
gnome
dead.
is dead. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just cast healing word on myself.
Take that, Deacon.
Because I took more damage.
All right, go ahead.
I gained all 6 back.
Nice.
I rolled 3, and it's a +3.
All right.
Sorry, Deke. I could cast healing word again because I have one more slot.
Nah, don't worry about it. We're just gonna take a rest now anyway.
Okay.
I was just
that's
doing it
right.
because it was funny.
It'll clear up all the slots.
I thought it was a cantrip, and I was just gonna walk around like telling everybody to get well soon. Because that would have been hilarious to me.
Deacon is such a dumb sweetheart.
All right. So is there anything you guys are doing?
No, I mean, I guess Gronk's just watching this 12-year-old girl, like, just get up and start doing cartwheels or some shit because she's just, like,
Yeah.
full of energy now.
Yeah, she blinks awake. Just, huh? Mom? Mommy? And just, like, runs off.
I'm gonna call after. Tell him that Deacon saved your life.
Thought you were going to say, tell him to get well soon.
Pay it forward. Remember to pay it forward.
All right.
Jesus.
I'm gonna like. I mean, who is the person who like called out Theo? Like, what's wrong with you, Theo? Are they still here and alive?
They're presumably alive. They are not there.
Everybody's gone now.
Yeah, everybody fled. Probably the last like 2 or 3 rounds of the combat. Like people were super out of the way. That's why the ghost started focusing more on you guys.
Okay. Hey Gronk, why don't you pick up old Theo's body over there? I mean, I guess it's still smoldering a little. You can just drag it, I guess.
I'm not touching the smelly thing.
No, you got it. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just pick it up, bring it with us. We got to take it to the guard.
Zenko sighs and goes, I'll get it.
As you approach the body, Zenko or Gronk or both.
Zenko grabs it by the legs. It just kind of drags it behind her.
Okay. Do you have the religion skill?
Yes, I do. I'm going to roll a religion check.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a religion check.
14.
You don't know what religion this man followed, but he is definitely a devout follower of a church.
All right, I sling him over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Okay, he is in like full plate armor, just so you know.
I'm
like,
half orc,
somewhat
half
on fire.
dragonborn. I'm strong.
Okay. I'm just saying it won't be an easy task. It's
No.
doable, just not.
Do you want me to
Not
roll a
easy.
strength check?
We'll see if we get to that. So you pick him up and sling him over your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
What are you two doing?
I'm going to investigate his body while she's carrying him. Like, I just want to see, like, what he's got on him. Like, what do I see? Does he have any... all I know is that his name is Theo. I want to find out, like, if he's got some sort of identification so that when we take him to the guard, that we can present them with his identification.
Okay. As you're kind of looking him over as she carries him, he is wearing an older suit of full plate. He doesn't have the helm with it, but
like markings or anything identifying.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. It's a pretty high DC.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Eat my butt.
Interesting. You notice the holy symbol. You've heard about it before through your travels. It is not a god that's commonly worshipped, and you actually haven't heard the name in almost a decade. And
what's the name?
It's Enethor.
Enethor.
The god of fate.
Ooh.
It's considered one of the old gods that's kind of fallen out of practice.
Okay.
And as you're looking him over, you're guessing that he is some holy warrior for this god.
Nice. And he's the god of fate.
Mm-hmm.
Is he Manos?
Wasn't very kind to Theo.
Is Theo's like title Manos, Hands of Fate?
You know it.
Yeah, okay.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate.
Other than that, you see the sword that he's carrying. The scabbard is a little worn, but as the blade bounces in and out,
gross.
You notice his pull-out game is strong. I got nothing. You notice that the actual hilt and the blade seem very, very fine, and it's probably one of the nicest things on him is this weapon. Gronk, are you doing anything?
I'm going to check the gnome's body.
It's dead.
Does it have anything on it?
His stuff, his purse, he's got some baubles that he's picked up throughout the festival.
Are you going to steal from the gnome, or are you going to carve your name into him?
Maybe both. You don't know my life.
It's not morning wood, it's just dead wood.
Yeah.
So he's going to carve his name into it.
No, like I'm gonna check, like it's kind of same thing, like for identification and
Nothing immediately identifiable. There's nothing like equitable to a driver's license or anything. Like
Can I take his sword off of him, like his sword belt, and like kind of just loop it over my shoulder?
Right around the time you start trying to do that, you notice that similar wispy smoke coming back out of his body. And it looks similar to the ghost that you guys were just fighting. And as that starts to form, a figure almost pops into existence about 15 feet in front of you guys.
Ah, shit.
Throws
damn it.
what appears to be a kind of like a wooden jug onto the ground, and you notice that the ghost's form gets sucked into the jug.
Is this dude's name Egon?
No.
Does he have a proton pack?
As you're looking at the figure, you assume it's male. It's kind of gender neutral looking, and it has long hair, very gentle features. And after the ghost gets sucked into this jug, it looks to the three of you, well, four of you, including the bandaged fighter.
The little mummy.
Yeah. You guys really haven't made too much distance away. It's still there.
Yeah, I just completely forgot about the little mummy.
But as this figure kind of looks at you all, it looks mostly human. You're not sure if there's some kind of like Fey ancestry involved in its bloodline. Its skin is not necessarily pale, but it's almost like there's a little bit of translucence to it. And just as its eyes scan over each of you, there's a sense of it's looking at you and almost through you. And in the most deadpan voice, it speaks. Hello.
Howdy.
Hi.
I'm Deacon. This is Zenko, and this is Gronk.
Gronk waves.
And so first of all, who are you?
My name is Alorum.
Okay, cool. Alorum, where were you like 10 minutes ago?
I was at home.
Okay, can you always do that thing with the bottle and suck a ghost in?
That is unique to the item.
Okay, neat. How much did one of them things cost?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose the cost of a favor, or several thousand gold pieces to some.
What kind of favor? Would you like to hear a song? I can play you a song right now.
I do not care to listen to a song at the moment.
Would you prefer that I did some poetry?
But if the four of you would follow me to my home, I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, and then we get that jug that sucks the ghost up?
It is a possibility.
It sucks the ghost up like a spaghetti noodle?
There might be other things that you wish to acquire, or other favors that you ask for.
You seem to know what's going on. We'll follow you.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hey, is it safe to take this guy's sword off his body? I don't want it falling out and chopping up this little bandaged kid behind us.
That is part of the favor that I require.
Is to
Please?
take the sword off of him?
No, it has to do with the sword. Please, we will discuss at my compound.
But do you want me to, carry it? Or should I leave it on the body?
Just leave it there for now.
Hey, do you know this little mummy kid?
I do not, but that mummy kid should follow us.
I'm going to turn around and be like, hey, mummy kid, what's your name?
The little mummy kid, as you describe it, just looks at you and just... Nothing for you.
That's a weird name, nothing for you, but I'm glad to meet you. Hey, why don't you come with us over here to Archipelago's house? I forgot his name already. Alorum. I knew it started with an A, though.
The bandaged figure just walks past you and starts following Alorum. One thing you do notice about Alorum that wasn't immediately noticeable because of the way he has his clothes set up, Alorum's right arm is missing. But Alorum is walking back towards town with this bandaged warrior behind it. Would you guys like to follow? Do you
Follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll follow.
I'm going to look at everybody and be like, so we're going, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's follow him then. Deek's just going to have a big old smile on his face like, hell yeah, adventure.
As you walk through town, you are taken to a rather large estate for this city, and you're brought into a gated house. Like he has grounds in front of the estate that he walks you through and brings you into his house. It's a big, it's a manor, essentially. It's one of the nicest buildings in town. And if you press him for questions or anything, he doesn't really respond. And as he walks you through his estate, you notice that he's taking you through several different hallways towards a general sitting area. As you pass by, there's sweeping bookcases just hundreds of books. There's just different sorts of magical looking artifacts lined against the wall. One weird thing is almost every 10 feet or so there's a shelf with different sorts of figurines and dolls. Each of them have their right arm missing.
That's not creepy or anything.
Weird. I'm going to pick one up.
You're going to try.
All right, I'm going to reach out to try to pick one up.
Oh my god.
Almost without even looking at you, Alorum just, please do not touch.
I was just seeing if it was made like that or if the arms were all, removed.
They've been removed.
Okay, cool.
May I ask why? Is there significance?
There is, and no.
All
that
right.
doesn't make sense.
Hold up, are you going to take our right arms to give us that jug?
No. We will discuss in my meeting room, please.
Okay, I mean, how much further is it? We've been walking forever.
Deacon, shut up. Just
and
4 minutes.
Gronk just stops and goes, ooh, bathroom. I'll be right back.
He just squats in the middle of the hallway.
No, he just finds a bathroom like on the way.
Okay, as you say that, Alorum kind of claps his hands, and you see a small halfling dressed in like an old suit
And holding a bucket.
It's a chamber pot, please.
You rang, master. Yes, please show this gentleman to the lavatory. And right away. This way, sir.
Gronk goes.
Okay. Yeah, the little halfling will guide you and wait outside the bathroom door.
Hey, as he's walking away, I'm going to shoot a message at him and just be like, hey, man, keep your eyes open. No, dummy. Like, keep your eyes open and see. Just scope out the place. God, you're dumb.
You can reply in like a one-sentence response.
Oh, thank God. I was worried I couldn't blink.
All right. You go to the bathroom. The halfling will escort you back if you're not trying to do anything else.
No, I mean, I don't want to, cause any friction for the party right now, so.
Okay. We'll escort you.
I will ask you this.
Okay.
Is there something wooden in the bathroom?
Oh, no.
The house, yeah. Pretty much almost everything
The whole
in
thing
this
is wood.
city is made of wood.
Is there, a
Toilet.
shelf in the bathroom?
Yeah. It seems to hold, some candles and, incense, and it's actually a
Towels.
pretty fancy-looking bathroom.
I'm going to carve my name on the top portion of the shelf.
So the
Oh my
halfling
gosh.
can't see it.
Yeah. So that nobody really notices.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna move
Sure.
some like towels or whatever's up there, and then I'm gonna carve it, and then I'm gonna move them back.
Okay. Sure. I'm not going to make you give me like a carve check. Yeah, you do it.
You're alone in the bathroom. You could do anything in there.
Yeah. The halfling will escort you back to the group, which y'all have been brought to a fair-sized kind of greeting area with a long coffee table.
Hold on a second. Now, when Alorum summoned this halfling, did you or did you not say that he clapped and he appeared?
Yeah, he clapped.
Because he only has one arm.
Oh,
Alorum only has one arm.
that's fair.
That's
fair.
Literally just
Good
occurred
catch.
to me.
That's a good catch. I didn't think about that.
I mean, you can
Snapped.
still clap.
Yeah.
He clapped his
I mean,
blood.
it's just
he-
you would be clapping like against your chest or against your leg or something. And
Yeah,
not
he-
necessarily a hand.
His
could-
face, his cheek.
Alorum could have clapped, but we'll say he snapped.
He could have clapped.
His
I mean, at some
His
point in his
butt
life,
cheeks.
he could have clapped his butt cheeks.
it's gonna twerk. All right, so y'all are brought to like I was saying, a kind of a lavish, not overly sized greeting area or sitting room, but the couches are plush, the pillows are nice, and
How's it smell?
very fine. Like incense almost seems like it's constantly burned in this room.
Nice. Does it smell like mothballs?
No.
How do you know what
Jasmine
mothballs
or-
smell like, Matt? Boom, roasted.
He held it by the wings.
Alorum will sit down across from you all, and the bandage figure sits off in kind of an independent chair. So as Alorum takes a seat across from you, well, I have a favor to ask of you for my friend Theo.
Oh, this Theo right here that we brought with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're still carrying a dead body.
Yep.
Is it cool if Zenko puts him down?
She's already put him down.
Yeah, I was assuming so.
Okay.
When we got in there, we stopped moving.
All right, man. So, what you got? What's your favor?
Theo did not know many people in this town, maybe not many people in this world at this point. He was an old man to an old god.
Enethor. Right.
Yes. Not many people know that name.
I'm not as dumb as he looks, and I'm going to point at Gronk.
That seems,
Gronk's going to look behind him.
that seems rude but astute.
Yeah. He made one of those astutes in the bathroom. Gotcha.
That's funny.
I know. That's what I do. I'm an entertainer.
Okay.
Would you like some more jokes?
No.
Okay.
I would like to get to the point.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, Theo was a worshipper. Some call them a paladin of sorts to the god Enethor. He was a good friend to me. And I would like to see a final service done for him as a favor to me.
Gross.
Well, she tried to burn him, and it didn't do nothing.
I mean, I do not believe that his body cannot be burned, but the favor I ask is of a different sort.
Is it sexual?
What can we do for you?
Because I'm not into that.
First, Alorum will turn to Gronk and just cock its head sideways. No,
Oh, thank God.
such things do not interest me. You, and as Alorum turns towards you, Zenko, so as Alorum locks his gaze with you, Zenko, and you feel like you're being read.
But I'm green. I'm kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Alorum speaks up and says, If you would, please return Theo's blade to the nearby temple to his god. If you do so, I will repay each of you with a favor in kind.
Zenko looks him back in the eye, nods, and goes to retrieve his blade. I will make sure it is done.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Go over there with Zenko.
And as you speak up, Alorum locks eyes with each of you, and you get that sense of like, whoever this figure is, they're looking into you when they lock eyes with you and reading you, and you almost feel like you have no secrets when it comes to Alorum.
Oh no.
So do you all agree to do this task? The one known as Zenko has agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, thank you, Deacon Gronk. And you do not wish to be named. But you have agreed. I can read it. Thank you all very much. This task will provide a great reward, I think. And it is a great favor to me.
Real quick, where's this temple at?
Oh, yes.
Well, I mean,
I nearly forgot. Ha ha.
Is
How silly.
The temple of Anathor?
It is a temple of Anathor. It's more of a shrine, I suppose. It is located beneath what is known as the Dead Twins. They are two, some call them humongous, trees south of here. It is a pilgrimage that Theo would make often.
Are they bigger than regular trees?
Quite.
Zenko grins knowingly.
Okay.
She knows she needs to be going there anyway. Two birds.
No, they're trees.
Two trees.
Well.
Or not to trees. That is the question.
Whether 'tis nobler to bark or leaf beyond the root.
Well, if you all agree to this task, please set out as soon as possible. I will be watching.
We will set out first thing in the morning.
Very well. Thank you for all your assistance so far.
It is a pleasure.
Now, if you would all please, I would like to be alone to mourn my friend.
Zenko takes the blade and carefully wraps it in a cloth and attaches it, puts it in her pack the best she can, and leaves him be.
Okay.
Gronk was like staring at something else and notices they left me like, oh shit, and starts following him.
And the bandaged figure stays a little bit behind you guys, almost trying to size up Alorum, and decides to leave. But
did we get that little guy's name?
It's not for you.
It refused to give you one earlier.
That's right.
He's the maze from Westworld.
It's a Dusclops.
And as you all leave Alorum's estate with your new quest ahead of you to return his blade to the shrine of Anathor beneath the Dead Twins, that is where we're going to pick up next time.
Thank you for listening. Help us grow by leaving a review on your podcast app of choice. Join in on the conversation on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. by searching TMaTAcast. Also, special thanks to Percy for editing our episodes. We hope you join us for the next installment of our adventure. See you, TMaTA.
On the Story Song Podcast, we closely examine the story of famous story songs.
We'll walk you through the lyrics you've heard 1,000 times, but have never thought about.
Leave it to us because we overthink everything.
Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? Why is this my job? Why is this on me now?
I didn't even like those guys.
We discuss the history of the story songs you love. Show of hands. Who here knew that Rick Springfield was Australian?
No clue.
The Wikipedia article started with, "You guys, you're not going to believe this."
The Story Song Podcast. Find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Forge Audio.
Dream it.
Build it.
Share it.